Okay, I couldn't try to sync that up if I wanted to. When it said drop it on the screen, it literally dropped the beat. I could not time that up. You can rewind if you want to challenge me on that, but ooh, that was good timing. AfterNoonWave, episode 25. We're a quarter away to 100 there, guys. What is going on? So we have a lot of shit to go through today. Prep bag was surprisingly full of random shit and some really good stuff. We got some people claiming some anti-Semitism in Canada. Thanks, Frozen. We got some police being investigated for doing their job, of course. That's how it always is. And I found some clown world insaneness, but oh, yeah, and you gotta love refugees who don't pay for their bus tickets. Ooh. What do we got going on? Oh, Fagwave. What's up, guys? Yup. So, a lot of crazy shit going on today. A lot of interesting things to talk about. We're getting away from... do we have any... We have one politics. We have one thing on politics today, and that's it. That's pretty interesting for me. Not much in the way of politics, other than Mr. Solid Snake himself, Dan Crenshaw. You're here watching, so you must care. Yes. Rebel, we go through this on a daily basis. There's something going on with OBS. Even updated it, and it's still freaking out. It could also be Restream. Because of running dual sides. What's up, everyone watching over on DLive? I appreciate you guys watching over there as well. And we got some good stuff to go through. Clown World. Oh, they're dropping the clown memes over on DLive, guys. See, that's the one cool thing, is that you can put memes into play on the GIFs on the DLive side. I like that. Forehead Squad. Yes, Forehead Squad. Ooh. What do we got? All right. Let's what should I start with? The police stuff is gonna be a big chunk of the show, because apparently in Alabama, when you do your job correctly and you get a little aggressive because someone goes after your one of your weapons, you should be investigated. Let's start with refugees. Yeah, let's start with the refugees. So, Jim Inward sent this in, and I have not had a chance to look at it besides the first 5 seconds. Apparently, some refugees. We did witness a death yesterday, because like I said, we were going to go play some non-video games and play some D&D like nerds, and this is the first time ever someone's character actually died. But the guy was kind of a faggot anyways, so who cares? So we have refugees. Who, because they've come wherever they are, I can't tell if this is the States or somewhere else, but they shouldn't have to pay for their bus tickets, guys. Hold on, what's he gonna call? Hold on. That's one of the refugees screaming over and over again. Could you guys figure out who he's gonna call? I can't understand his accent. It's a little bit rough there.
Call police. Push out my ticket. Why I cannot drive? Look my ticket. Look. Why I cannot drive?
Resist, guys. Resist paying for your bus tickets. What the fuck are these guys? Oh, it is a green straw. It is Starbucks. And so it just, what? I smell goats. This is what I smell.
It's good, it's good. One go.
You cannot use this bus to drive over passengers and people walking, pedestrians, sorry. You cannot use this bus to drive over pedestrians, guys. I'm sorry. This isn't San Francisco where cars just plow into 8 people. And that happened yesterday, by the way. Yeah, so, well, they're not very happy. But when are they happy? Well, when they're fucking a goat. We all know that. But let's see how they handle the situation of only one of them being allowed on the bus with their bus pass, okay? Religion of peace, guys. Religion of peace. Now, we all know that they mean well and they're super peaceful, guys, right? That's how it works. They are just here to escape war-torn countries, and they mean no harm. They mean no harm, guys. I'm gonna drop the CIA bug in case you want to drop anything in the prep bag. I'll take a look at it as we're rolling through some stuff and find some things that we can do. Hold on one second. I don't have live messages open, so I don't see what's going on. Fermented ice syrup with fresh dog shit. That's probably how they smell. Wow. Okay. You're correct, Fireman Dan, in saying that's extremely specific, because it is. Have you laid with the muzzy? Because it seems like you know what they smell like up close. Okay. Did he just say como está? Is this... Hold on. Hold on. Was I wrong in thinking that these are goat lovers? Am I? Hold on. I'm pretty sure I heard como está. I'm not going. Do you hear that? Anyone else listening? Spanish speakers. What does resist have to do with it, first of all? I don't know what you're resisting. Paying it? Anyone? Anyone? What the fuck are they resisting? I don't think it's Spanish either. It does sound kind of French. Maybe. Is it? They have goats in all kinds of places, but I'm speaking of a certain type of goat lover.
I have to take him with me, you know?
Please take a seat. Just take a seat.
Each nigga.
Sta vanavond zitten. Take a seat. Ik kan op dan. Jij, hè?
Full got... Sorry, he got shoved the fuck out. Sorry, dude, you're not getting on this bus.
Wait. It's my brother there, hallo. Hey.
Staat erop. Staat erop, jongen.
Hey, wait.
Hold on. Someone on the bus said that's his brother. Well, your brother's going to be walking. Sorry, dude.
Open the fucking door.
No,
Open the
no,
fuck.
no, no, no. You want to go with us, so sit.
What's a seat? It's my brother.
Yeah, you want to go with us, though?
He have ticket.
Yeah, we don't. No.
Doch, he have ticket.
Why does he try the ticket to the bus, though?
Hey, stop, stop, stop,
No, no, no,
stop,
no, no,
stop,
no,
stop.
no, no.
Hey, stop the fucking bus.
No, no.
Oh, what's up? Hold on, who's that? Evil. Oh yeah, I've been alive 25 episodes strong right now. I don't know what. Yes, I did replace it with semen. I don't actually use hair product. It just does its thing. Also, because I'm not one of those people, I need a haircut. It's getting to the point where my hair just is doing whatever the fuck it wants, so I need to get a haircut. Yes, I do.
Stop the fucking bus right now. Call the police because they have tickets. Okay? Yeah, call it. Call it. I cannot go. Fucking shit.
Go, go.
Hey, go out. Nee, I have ticket.
Religion of peace, guys. Religion of peace.
Rij maar. Ja. Dat wordt wel leuk.
New reporting from the
Don't fuck with people who are giving you rides places. Come on. You should know better than that by now. Thankfully, none of the people there got assaulted or anything like that. Nothing too crazy. But, I mean, it just shows you the kind of people that are being brought into countries where, oh, they're refugees, guys. We gotta be compassionate. We gotta be compassionate. Neuter and spay, yes. And honestly, I think that's not a bad call. I think if they want to come in and they're gonna act like crazy ass people, oh no, it's goat fuckers. We prefer to call them goat fuckers over here. Those were goat fuckers who are trying to integrate into some sort of Western society, and they just needed to get on the bus. And you know, the religion of peace, they weren't doing anything. Exactly, Mike Carter. They didn't do nothing at all, guys. They were following the rules. Yeah, bus punchers. Yeah, they tend to get a little hot under the collar for no reason, because they have to follow the rules here. They can't just jump on the back of the goat cart like they're used to. But yeah, so enough with the religion of peace and the crazies. What's going on, guys, over on the D Live side? Thanks for watching. Yeah, I think we'll jump into that. So, since the other section is going to be super long, and, well, Tom Arnold became buddies with Michael Cohen. He became buddies with Michael Cohen, if you guys didn't know. They spent time at a hotel that they each were staying at or something, and they became friends. I don't know if it's sexual friends or something like that. Who knows? Well, Tom Arnold had a conversation with Michael Cohen, and he recorded it. And, well, might go to show that Michael Cohen wasn't telling the truth about a lot of things.
The Wall Street Journal out today. Michael Cohen, the president's former fixer, captured in this reported phone call with comedian Tom Arnold, denying some of the crimes that he's pleaded guilty to. According to Arnold, Cohen did not know he was being recorded. So here's a small portion of their conversation.
Ha! Almost did it again. Well, depending on the situation and state, you don't always need consent of anyone else on the other side of a phone call. Depending on what state you're in, if you're a single party consent state, well, you don't have to let anyone know shit. So
I lost my business. I lost, everything. My insurance, my bank accounts, all for what? All for what? Because Trump, had an affair with a porn star. That's really what this is about.
Yep.
There's no tax evasion. And the HELOC, I have an 18% loan to value on my home.
Right.
How could there be a HELOC issue?
I don't know what a HELOC issue is, but Cohen is now backpedaling shit that he has said and pled guilty to. Now, he probably pled guilty in a lot of regards to get things dropped and hoping that, the Democrats who were holding Trump hostage in a lot of regards would give him a pass. Home equity line of credit. Thank you. 18%? Isn't that pretty high for a home loan? That CNN bitch looks like her wig comes off like the back of Darth Vader's helmet.
That's right. That's right.
Right?
That's absolutely right.
It's a lie.
This recording is now surfacing as Cohen prepares to begin his 3-year prison sentence. He goes in May 6th. CNN legal analyst Paul Callan is with me. And
also, this is only a very, very small snippet. Apparently on wallstreetjournal.com or wherever, it's a 30-minute conversation. And there is a lot of shit said throughout it. We're going to let CNN, because they're the purveyors of real news, tell us about it. Now, obviously, if I could find a better source for this, I would have used a better source for this. But we get what we can get, CNN
reporter Kara Scannell is with me as well. And so, Kara, just starting with you. All right, he didn't know he was being recorded. And why is Tom Arnold involved?
Why does it matter if he knew he was being recorded? Well, thank you. Hashtag pay AG. I appreciate that. Hashtag pay SoCal Chris first, because he has a family and everything else. You did. This isn't anything bad. That's what I'm meaning is that after you sent it in, Sicko, I looked to see if I could find like a middle ground talking about it, or like Fox, someone who, is not CNN.
Tell me about the circumstances around this call.
Well, those two sort of became a little bit chummy when they were both staying at the Regency Hotel last year, but they seemed to have stayed in touch over the.
All right, guys. Here comes the challenge. Smash or pass. I'm not going to say which one. I'm not going to tell you which one. You don't get a pick. You just have to say smash or pass, and I'll tell you which one. Is it going to be the cockeyed one on the left, Darth Vader in a wig on the center, or Baldy McFuckface on the left? Someone, Evil Dead, said smash with a hammer. We're gonna find out what everyone else thinks. You'd smash them all. Why? Okay, Sicko, and I know you got to live up to your name, but why in the hell would you smash the guy on the left? What's so classy about that gentleman that you want to, hit it?
This time period, and Tom Arnold recorded this conversation without Michael Cohen's knowledge on March 20.
Hold on. Kitty, you don't know which one I'm picking. Well, Kitty passed. He's not gay. So we're going with the girl on the right. So in reality, Kitty is gay because he wouldn't have sex with a girl.
25th. It's about a 30-minute long conversation, according to the Wall Street Journal, which was first posted it. And over the conversation, you hear, Michael Cohen saying essentially that, he didn't commit these crimes. They caught him on the campaign finance violation. Why is he the only person being?
Why does Cohen's face is perpetually that of a sad clown? He looks like he throw on some makeup and it's the tears of a clown. What the fuck? Look how deep his frown lines are too. He's like, meh, meh. Oh, this day and age, you can't be sure anyone's a girl, so God only knows, right?
prosecuted here, that he's a man alone, as this realization that he's going to be going to prison. He's tried multiple times to get that delayed. He went around and asked several of the chairmen of the committees in Congress who he testified before to reach out and ask for, an extension, another delay before he would go and report to prison. He already had a 60-day delay from when he was supposed to originally report in March. But this seems to be Cohen's kind of innermost thoughts of why is he the only person having to pay for these crimes. And
well, he's not, because other people are facing up. But then again, come on, dude. What'd you do? What'd you do, Cohen? One, if you're claiming that you aren't guilty of these things you pled guilty to, you just lied under oath, I would assume. And you also did a lot of stupid shit. You did it to yourself, buddy. Should you be going to prison? I don't know. I don't know much about the specifics, but you kind of put yourself in the position, dude. Maybe you shouldn't have sided with the Dems. Maybe you shouldn't have ran Trump under the bus. Because, well, he might have pardoned you, fucking retard. Yeah.
it's important to remember he pleaded guilty to 9 crimes. 3 of them had to do with President Trump. 5 had to do with tax charges. He was prosecuted and pled guilty to not paying taxes on $4 million in income. That's about $1.4 million. Judge sentenced him to 3 years in prison.
And in reality, what do we think? He'll serve in a white-collar institution. He'll get, then again, you never know. He might meet his soulmate in prison. Cohen needs to stay back and aim. Yeah. Wow.
So, why would someone plead guilty and then lie about it?
Well, we're dealing with Michael Cohen here, the bag man for the president. And so...
Hold on. Hey, Baldy. Fucko. He ran Trump into the ground. He's not anyone's bagman. He has decided to not protect Trump in your guys' eyes. So why does it have to be he's lying now? Why can't he have lied about being guilty? Why? Why would a liar lie about the lie he told us after lying? Yeah. Oh, Jesus. The bad man is for Trump, and that makes him a liar.
He's very whiny. He's not ready to go into prison.
Hold on. Is this guy talking about people being whiny? Can you, sir, can you repeat that in your man voice, please? Can you repeat that in your man voice?
Bag man for the president. And he's very whiny.
No, sir. That's not your man voice. Your fucking man voice, okay?
He's very whiny.
God damn it, guys. He's not going to do it. He's bitching about people being whiny. But he's not. If it does it, refresh. Something's up, either internet side or restream side. If you could just refresh. Yeah.
He's not ready to go into prison, it sounds like. And the crimes that he pled guilty to, many of them were personal crimes. They weren't even crimes involving the president. Some of them were, obviously, but not all of them.
It was the tax evasion that he said he lied about, and then the HELOC, the home equity line of credit.
And if I were a lawyer representing him also, they said he didn't.
But I'm not a lawyer, Cohen. I talk like a woman.
No, he was being recorded. Michael Cohen should assume.
Oh, who brought out the Game of Thrones reference? All I saw was Varys. Oh, Omega Wolf with the Game of Thrones reference. I broke it. I broke it, guys.
So, he's very whiny.
Damn it, sir. We said in your man voice.
Obviously, but not
it was
all
the
of
tax
them.
evasion that he said he lied about, and then
If I were a lawyer representing him also, they said he didn't know he was being recorded. Michael Cohen should assume he's being wiretapped and recorded whenever he speaks.
It's not called wiretapping when you record a phone call with someone you know. Come on, dude. Tom Arnold is now living true lies, guys. Tom Arnold's life is true lies now, guys, because he's wiretapping people and he's being a little spy.
Because he probably is. And when he goes into prison, by the way, all the telephone calls are recorded. He should know. So he should be careful.
I think one of the reasons he told Tom Arnold was that so why plead guilty? He said that the prosecutors were starting to go after his wife.
Yes.
That was part of the reason. I want to play one more clip here.
She needs to not put as much blush on. Lady, throw a nose on you. You look like a clown.
From
you notice that there's no movement in her cheeks or anywhere else. How much Botox have you had? Seriously, woman.
Michael Cohen.
It's maddening. That's
Yeah.
Yeah. You take it, but I had a mission that I needed to fulfill, and I needed to get the truth out there. And very hard when you spend 10 years taking care of somebody and their family. And look, I always knew,
Babbling, dude. This guy is showing clear-cut signs of being scared of going to prison. That's all it is. But it is funny to hear him say these things now. And after the left bought into all his bullshit.
Who he was and what he was and so on. But it didn't really matter because he's a small microcosm of New York real estate. It's very different when you start looking to seeing what's happening now in the country.
Right.
In the world.
What? Do you guys just pick the most benign, bland bullshit? Because I guarantee you there was more interesting things in this conversation. Good job, CNN. That was so worth everyone who watches your shithole network their time. It was totally worth their time.
So, this is less of a legal question, but more of it lifts the veil on this relationship he had. Interesting hearing him talking about not just taking care of Donald Trump, but taking care of his family for 10 years.
Taking care of them as an attorney. He wasn't their goddamn fucking parent, retard. Really?
And this is how he's left feeling.
Yes, and
I'm so sad, guys.
I think the thing about Michael Cohen that's really interesting is he tries to portray himself as a victim and that he should have been rewarded in some way because he engaged in this activity as the person working for Donald Trump in civilian life and the presidency. Well, the thing is, if you're committing crimes, when you're doing that, you go to jail if you get caught. All right? He got caught. He should be going to jail for a much longer period of time, and he's only getting 3 years. So it sounds...
It's because he played ball with the people you guys love. You get that, right? Fucking Baldy McFuckface. He played ball. That's why he got a smaller sentence. He said the things that the Democrats wanted to hear, whether they were truths or lies. True lies, if you want to be correct, because this is the sequel. They couldn't get Arnold Schwarzenegger to come back. He's getting up there in age. The action flicks, he's not capable to do it. This is True Lies 2. Michael Cohen has taken over the role of Arnold Schwarzenegger's character, guys.
Seems like he got a pretty good deal considering the extent of the criminal activity that he pled guilty to.
May 6th is when he reports in. Paul Callan, I hear you, boo-hoo all the way.
I like how they bring the other chick in who they took off the screen. She's just sitting there like, what the fuck am I still doing here?
Way to,
Yeah,
all the way to jail.
I'll be crying. Yeah,
Paul
okay.
Callen.
Shut up, you bald fuck. Anyway, so yeah, Cohen got recorded. Lex poofed. Cohen got recorded by Tom Green. True Lies was Tom's last funny role. I think so too. Well, wasn't that his last role in general? I don't know what else he has been in since 92. I don't think he's been anything since then. Not anything memorable. Yeah, so, oh my God. A liar is a liar, guys. And we have to worry about what they have to say about Cohen and his shit and, CNN. Purveyors of facts and news and amazing story and amazing reporting and great choices of tidbits to take from a 30-minute conversation. You got to show Michael Cohen as an idiot and a potential liar. Then you got to show him as the good guy I took care of President Trump's family. His whole family. Okay, Dad. Did you say Tom Green? Well, either way. Whether it was Tom Green, Tom Arnold, I don't fucking know. Tom Arnold. Last movie. He's been in the Trailer Park Boys. I never really got into him, but I heard there was a pretty good. That nigga looks like gay Lex Luthor. True. This is not so scary Lex Luthor, guys. He would be not a problem for Superman, okay? Please. Yeah, do subscribe to Count Cucula. Also, subscribe to Blues Dolls. Subscribe to here. Huh? Can we subscribe to here? Also, if you aren't subscribed on DLive, you can do it because you know what the benefit to DLive is? You'll get notifications for when the show goes live. So if you have a DLive account, make sure you subscribe over there, whether you watch or not. That's a good way to get notifications because we all know YouTube is a fucking shit show when it comes to notifications. But yeah, so Tom Arnold. And, well, he's becoming a real spy. Subscribe to Candace Owens? Oh, God, please, no. No one wants to do that. Who would want to subscribe to that? I mean, come on. It's Candace Owens, guys. Never forget the fucking social autopsy, guys. Never forget. A lot of people forget social autopsy. Also, like the stream, please. We are gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Well, to something that's gonna make a lot of you guys. Well, there's some laughing points. And there's some sad points, but we're gonna move on to some pretty gross stuff as well. I'm sorry. Hopefully you're not eating. That's right. Drag queen story time. Convicted pedophile dressed as a woman reads to kids at public library. Anyone?
Really progressive, far leftist idea. Oh, don't you just love Democrats? Oh, they're so good-hearted and reasonable and rational people. I really don't think you should be endangering children, regardless of what the case is.
So, drag queens reading story time in New Orleans. That's right, guys. You heard it correct. Happens. LaToya Jackson has not aged well. Yeah. Happens to actually be a pedophile. Because that's what we need near our kids, guys. Pedophiles.
Now with that out of the way, let's watch this video. Honk honk.
But let's turn around and shake your butt. Shake it.
Why would any public space, library, I don't know, government, building, allow these types of situations to occur? Now, AIM, I don't know what they are, but it said what they are before that. Well, 2 people with AIM went out and, well, held a little protest of their own. Sex offender reads to kids at Houston Public Library. Drag queen story time. Second child offender. Wow. It's almost like these pedophiles know what they're doing. Huh? But no. We got to be inclusive. Let's be inclusive, guys. They're part of a sexual orientation now. Ooh. Yeah, we already went through that. There's everyone. Oh. Okay, so this is actually the place where they're going to have drag queen story time. Okay, so you guys can't see what it says yet. You'll see what it says in just a second. Drag Queen Story Hour, adult entertainment for kids. Welcome to Clown World, Hong Kong. That's right, on the rainbow flag. Now, I'm fine being a bigot in these situations. You want to know why? For the simple fact that these people should not be allowed anywhere near anyone's children. Now, public executions, it would be nice. Well, they're not. Okay, so why would anyone want to talk to kids about? I don't think they're wanting to talk to kids about sex. They're wanting to do the secondary of what you're thinking, the actual action. Now, what they're doing is, under the guise of being a drag queen, going to these story times. And what do? When you're the storyteller, the kids look to you to create the situation, the environment, the imagination. Maybe groomed. Maybe that's a little bit of grooming. Maybe just a little bit of grooming. Kids get used to you being an authority figure. And then you fucking, take advantage of that. Because, we have to be inclusive, guys. I'm like 90% sure that was the third ward. Before Katrina, the third ward was hardcore hood. God only knows what that was or where that was, but it was in Louisiana. It was in New Orleans. It's ridiculous that they let this shit go by. They are constantly pushing this bullshit in everyone's face. They want to desensitize all of us and everyone to this stuff so they can do whatever the fuck they want. Where is the morals? Where is any kind of outrage? You are so far gone if you're trying to push that this is a sexual orientation. You're so far gone if you're trying to okay this shit for your kids. If you're the kind of person who thinks this is okay for your kids, you shouldn't have fucking kids. I think Omega Wolf is saying LA as in Louisiana, or are you saying LA as in the city? These people should not have kids. Oh, no. What turned me red pill or whatever was conversations with people where you're just kind of a centrist, center left person, and things that seem like normal standards and normal situations in 2017 became you're a Nazi, became you can't have an opinion because you're a white guy, became a push of me to the left, to the right, my apologies, to the right, because of the simple fact that I'm tired of it being everyone wanting to pull this kind of shit. And it's only getting worse with these fucking ignorant ass young freshmen Congress people. Well, Sicko has always been further right than me. When we were doing our streams and stuff, he's always been slightly further to the right. He's also he likes to poke people's buttons, so he'll do risky things or want to do risky things, whereas I'm just like, I just want to share my thoughts, and if you can't, well, I'll argue to fucking blue in the face with the person, especially on these kind of situations. Center and left has been pushed to the far right. I've also progressively gotten more to the right with where I stand on certain issues. It's less about being red pilled. It's more about just watching. If I tried to stay center left, I'd be a Nazi no matter where I was. If I was far left and I challenged something that the progressives believe in, I'd be considered a Nazi. It doesn't matter where you are on the political spectrum if you are constantly being shoved to the right. Well, sooner or later you're going to go to the right. Also, losing my Twitter account really put a lot of perspective in regards to that shit, for the simple matter of fact that it's okay to call someone a Nazi and talk shit and be an asshole to them. But if they call you a thought because, well, you're being a fucking dumb whore and a dumb idiot because you're basing everything on what I look like, and then you get banned for that, that kind of pushed me further to the right. Yeah, you still have Twitter, but how often do you post on there? Whereas I was regularly interacting on there pretty heavily in conversations, and it pisses people off when you challenge their ideas, especially if you're on the left. I'm sorry, I reported your Twitter, AJ. Oh, wait, my Twitter got taken away almost 2 years ago. Yeah. Identity politics created the far right. Yes, exactly. There's the far left and far right because of those simple situations. And that's what pushed me to that side of things. I just couldn't do it anymore. I'm tired of hearing fucking all these arguments for stupid things. and the fact that they don't have any kind of logical backing. Like, what's the benefit to having fucking drag queens talk and read your kids' story time? Why would you even do something like that? Why would you sanction something like that? You know, when I was in school, you used to have to go through a background check in order to interact with kids in any kind of manner. Why not now? Why has it changed so much? You have fucking pederasts. Why? Because you don't want to dead name them? You don't want to ask them their real identity? Who gives a fuck? If you're protecting your kids or you're protecting someone else's kids, you might want to do it. I don't give a fuck what triggered ass fucking tranny or fucking crossdresser has to say. If you want to work around kids, go get a background check. Go have your fingerprints ran. Get the fuck out of here with that gay shit. As old as it is, miss me with that gay shit because it's getting tired. Oh, I don't give a fuck about acceptance, closer. I'm way beyond acceptance because the simple matter of fact is this. What's more important? These fucking mental delusions or kids whose mental capacities aren't even there yet. Kids who don't know any better being around the fucking clinically insane. No. They only target them because they're more likely to be any of those things that could potentially pose a danger to your kids. So these fucking creepos can read books to kids and all that shit. But my mom had a daycare growing up. I know other people's parents who have daycares, and you have to go through inspections and background checks and all this shit just to babysit kids. But you can let God only knows trans drag queen freak show over here watch your kids? How is that fair? How does that even make any sense? You should have to be background checked if you're going to interact with children. I mean, shit, I just saw an article not too long ago that said that Boy Scouts have, 8,000 some odd Boy Scouts have come forward over the X amount of years of being molested. Well, were those scouts, scoutmasters and all that, were they background checked? Did you guys background check them? This is the issue. It's not a problem that you should run into. If you're going to work in a situation, if you're going to work in an environment, you understand that the environment and job sets the standards for what you have to do to be involved in the work. If it says you have to take a drug test, you have to take a drug test. If it says you have to pass a background check or you have to take a background check and they won't hold it against you, it's not discriminatory as long as it's basically if you're working in retail or something, it's if you don't have any violent crimes or sexual crimes or theft related crimes. If you have fucking drug crimes but you pass and are clean, they're not going to discredit you, all this shit. But you let all these fucking weirdos come in and read to kids in a library. I don't give a fuck if there's other people around. You don't know. Well, one thing you should know is these people have mental issues. That's one thing, clear, cut, and dry. There's something mentally different and wrong about them. That's not rocket science. That's in the DDM. They may change the term. They may change things. But there's something wrong with them. Do you have to be mad about that? Do you have to hold that against them? No. But you might want to do a little investigating into who you're letting around kids. I work at a foster home where I beat kids for a living. Jesus Christ, sicko. Matt. Oh, fuck, guys. I'm 16, feeling a little lonely, and I don't feel like I fit in. Lovely lady at school read to me and explain I'm probably trans. What do I do? Well, what you need to do is start hormone treatment, my friend. You need to start hormone treatment, and you need to chop off your pee-pee and get boobies, okay? Because that is the solution to everything. It's not like they have something going on in their brain that if we treated medically, that 41%, and not medically in, hey, so you're lonely, you're sad, you sometimes think you're a girl. Well, let's chop everything off. We'll get you going. How about you get some fake boobs? It'll totally help. You know, it'll bring that 41% down to like 39. Such a high rate. It's almost like a fucking cure. It's almost a cure, guys. That 2% difference between pre and post. Oh, it's a world of difference. For half a percentage, 2% is like, you know, I don't know, of the world populace, I don't know, 0.001. 0.001. No, because I'm not calling out to harm them. I'm just calling out to treat them with medication. There's this thing called lithium. I don't know. Maybe we should give it to those people. You know, we'll give them lithium instead of chopping off things. Instead of slapping some boobs in there. Give them lithium and see how they are in a couple of weeks. I don't want Nazi science. I want love and acceptance of everyone. Just love, no hate. Stop eugenic Nazi science of fitness. The American government is cutting off aid for countries that don't go along with the gay agenda. They want us all dead. This trans stuff, I don't think has anything to do with the gay agenda. There's a lot of people in the gay community that don't agree with trans shit. And I think you see a lot of these radical feminists and shit that are anti this. They're anti the trans shit. Why? Because there's been studies that have shown that if you don't transition a child at a young age and you just let them grow up, they might grow out of it. 1, they might just be gay. 2, or, you know, they might not commit suicide. 41%. 41% pre. 39, 38, whatever it is. It's right around there post. Yes, they are called TERFs. Well, because they're not, in their eyes, they're not women. Earth is flat. It's confirmed, guys. Owen Benjamin jumping into the chat. Oh my God, we have a celebrity. Oh my God. Now they want to start policing their own. What about when they parade down the streets? Yeah, exactly. That's another thing is if there's standards for society on how you have to be dressed and how you have to act out in public, and if I was driving down the street and I had to pee really bad, it could be desolate. It could be even in a city. It could be anywhere in the world, right? I pull over. I go to take a piss. Some random person sees me. Not that they see anything. They just see, you know, the car door and water hitting the ground. They are like, oh, God, that guy's peeing next to his car. I'm going to call the cops. You know what I get arrested for? A sex crime. I get arrested for a sex crime. And I end up on Megan's Law or whatever. I get arrested for a sex crime. Now, if I was walking through a parade, a very, very specific group of people's parade, and I had my dick flopping around, well, do I get arrested for a sex crime then? When there's kids on the street, other people watching? even if someone calls the cops, even if you point it out to the cops who are there. Great, now you can read to kids. Yeah, apparently, right? But my whole point is, you're going to police that kind of shit, but we do have public nudiness laws. That's the point. I can't pull my dick out to take a piss on the side of the road. If someone sees it, I can be arrested and charged with the crime. And it would be a crime that would put me on the fucking whatever the registry's called. Amber, Megan, whatever the fuck it is, right? But at a very specific parade, they could walk around flopping cock, tits out, vag out. That's all fine and well because they're expressing themselves. Well, I was expressing myself in the fact that I needed to piss. Now, did this happen to me? No, but I've heard of people doing it and having it happen to them. It's weird. It's a double standard because the group's a minority, a 2%, 3%, whatever the percentage is. I just think that we're putting into place these kind of double standards and letting, these people be around kids, letting these people do this in front of kids is fucking stupid. You have cops in the street, not there to say, hey, cover that shit up, dude. Hey, cover that up. Hey, I'm going to give you a ticket. I'm going to arrest you. No. They're there to protect them because there might be some kind of hatred. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, bathhouses were in... bathhouses were indoors and cock liked to flop, time to chop. Yeah, no. You get convicted of a sex crime, pedophilia style or rape. I'm sorry. If you molest or fuck with the child, there's the fast and easy old school way. You let the parents put the person against the wall. Give the parents one of those deadly assault rifles, the AR-15. It's not an assault rifle. It's a semi-automatic for anyone who's stupid enough to think I'm not joking. And let them have fun. Because, you just fucked with my child. Well, yeah, and it's that's getting ridiculous. Inseminate the like button, impregnate the share button. Well, and that's why I say you give the parents the control. A bullet here, but then, cruel and unusual. But then again, we used to use firing squads, so maybe, parents could shoot off the dick and then, whatever the case may be. This shit's getting out of hand, and nothing's going to change if we don't actually, stand up for it, or stand against it, rather. Stand up for it. That's what those fucking goofs flopping cock are doing and reading to children dressed as fucking women. Okay? We're going to move on. We're going to move on because I could rant about this shit 4 hours. What we're going to do, we're going to take a look at Dan Crenshaw. I don't really care for Turning Point USA. They do their things. They put on some good speeches. But I do like Dan Crenshaw. Fucking Solid Snake himself is a very, he seems like a very smart man, especially when he speaks to people and responds to questions, because he can actually respond. So let's take a look at that. I'm going to step away for a smoke while this runs. At least I don't have to worry about being copy struck because it's not ABC. Fuck Disney until they own everything. And then, I love Disney. Oh, boy.
From Alexandria Ocasio and Elizabeth Warren about how they'd like to make education and healthcare universal. And she was saying something about, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But obviously, we all know that there's something wrong with the VA healthcare system. And, with higher education, how would you suggest, since I haven't seen really any concrete suggestions from Republicans especially. How would you suggest that we counterattack those ideas and we do you think that maybe reducing the deficit and spending would help? Like, what would you suggest?
Okay, so a lot to unpack there. The free education proposals, as well as how to fix the VA. So talking about what Elizabeth Warren's recent proposal was just effectively, if you make below $100,000, we will completely do away with your debt up to $50,000 in student debt, and up to $250,000. I have a big problem with this because what you're basically saying is that people who chose to take out a loan, and they did that cost benefit, right? They said, I'm going to get this amount of value out of a university education, and I'm going to be able to get this kind of job based on that university education. I'm going to choose the right major. I'm going to make that choice. I'm going to take out a loan, and I'm going to pay it back. Now I'm telling the rest of Americans, many of which do not have a college degree, that their tax dollars have to go towards repaying that. And that's fundamentally unfair. It's fundamentally regressive as well. And it's also fundamentally not affordable either. You know, again, we have to raise we always have to, somebody has to pay for this stuff. And it makes you devalue your education also if you're getting it for free. This should also be noted. I brought up that statistic about the Nordic countries before. They get less value out of their education system, and we can hypothesize forever about why that might be. But I think a big part of it is that when something is free to you, you just don't value it as much. You don't put the effort into it. And I think that matters. Again, this is a cultural thing, less so than I don't know how to fix that with policy, getting you to value something more. But the bottom line is it's not affordable. And again, I would always go back to, let's talk about vocational training. Let's talk about other means of education that give you a better outcome and are better cost benefit. It's ain't broke, don't fix it comment about the VA was just purely based on ignorance. That's of course that's not true. And now, at the same time, I am not one of these politicians who stands on my soapbox and just bashes the VA and says how horrible it is. I go to the VA. I continue getting my care at the VA now, and I want it to be better, and they want it to be better. These are not bad people working there. So some of the ways that I think it's getting better under this administration, we made it easier to hire and fire people. You have to hold people accountable. A lot of people don't realize this about federal government. It is extremely difficult to fire somebody who's underperforming, and this decreases morale in terrible ways. When you work next to somebody who doesn't do their job but can't be fired, what does that do to your morale? It makes you not want to go to work either. It's bad, and there's also a high regulatory environment there that makes it really hard for individual administrators to get the job done. And I am a victim of this. When I go to the VA sometimes, they'll be like, we can order you that pair, because I mean, my eyes are all messed up, right? So I have a cataract in this eye, I use a contact, I need seeing glasses on top of it, I need all these things. We can order you this pair of glasses, but not that pair of glasses, because you have to go to a different optometrist who does contacts to get that pair of glasses. And we're like, what? I mean, it's silly, right? Little things like that, you know, it can be improved. And I think after meeting with, say, the VA in Houston, one of the bigger VAs, what they need is a little bit of trust, a little bit of flexibility to hire and fire who they want to hire and fire, implement the programs they want to implement. They're not asking for more money, okay? They're asking for flexibility and predictability in their funding, and I think we can give them that. The Mission Act is what we passed recently in the last Congress. Now the challenge is implementing that. Basically, the Mission Act gives veterans more streamlined choice. So if you can't get what you need at the VA, a better system to get that care outside the VA from a private practitioner. And there's going to be a good mix there. Democrats like to create this straw man argument where they claim we're privatizing the VA. That's just not true. It's not true, and I understand why we don't want to privatize the VA. I go there. There's a lot of older veterans who, frankly, they use that as their community center. I don't necessarily want to take that away from them, and also it wouldn't be economically efficient to just do away with all the infrastructure we've already created.
And he's right. He's right in regards to the VA. He's right in regards to the value that people put on things that they actually work for. Now, do these people or these young people who seem to be all about the ideals of, well, progressive bullshit, Do they understand that? No, they don't understand that. You know why? Because mommy and daddy gave them everything. Even if mommy and daddy didn't give them everything, they have this mindset that the government should give them everything. I think that these people need to sit back and shut the fuck up and realize that I, as a human being, have more value in things that I've worked for, in things that I've done. That's me personally. I think a lot of us do, and a lot of us can state that. I paid all my own school loans. I paid them off. I have more value in my education than someone who has it completely paid for by the government. Now, did the government chip in? Hell yeah, the government chipped in. Because I got grants as well as scholarships. Did it cover it all? Hell no, it didn't. I took about $40,000, $50,000 in debt to get my education. Well, actually, it's probably more than that. But I have a higher value in what I worked for because I know I worked for it and I paid for it. Going to a private college, I did get an education or a scholarship for, what's it called? Academics. So I got a $12,000 scholarship each year. $12,000 of $44,000 per year, plus some loans and some, well, shit, what else? Grants, Pell Grant, some other small grants. But business and marketing, exactly. That's what I got my degree in. I started off as a history major. Went to school at a private university that it was... I have a degree in European dance theory, guys. It's such a great degree. I'm gonna put it to work. But no, I started off as a history major because you know what? For a long time there, I wanted to teach. Why did I want to teach? Because, well, when I went to school, teachers actually impacted their students' lives. It just wasn't about, oh, can you pass this test? Then in 2004, the No Child Left Behind Act came around, and I was in college, and I realized, well, I'm not going to want to teach. I'm not going to want to teach because all they're doing is pushing standardized testing. Ooh, no, I didn't. Let me copy and paste that. I'll get to that after this rant. Is the student debt situation out of control? Yeah, in a lot of regards it is. Then again, maybe don't spend, I don't know, $40,000 a year to get a degree in a field you're not going to make any money in. Because one, you're never going to pay that back. You're never going to be able to pay that back. Oh, you got a degree in gender theory? Cool. You know what you can do with that? Well, pretty much nothing. You can fucking become a gender studies teacher. Good luck paying your loans back. $160,000 if you pay for it all yourself. Good luck on that, you fucking retards. Get into a field that actually will get you some money. Yeah, a degree in interpretive feminist period miming. spreading your blood all over your face and talking about how it's good for the soul. Ooh. Lesbian basket weaving. But that's the point. Don't get these pointless fucking degrees that have no real world, I don't know, applications if you're not going to be able to pay back the loan. AOC, $70,000 a year for Boston University and didn't get shit for her parents' money. Yeah, I don't even know what her degree is in. She was bartending after, so she obviously wasn't trying to work in her field. Anyone know what degree she got her degree in? Was it poli-sci? Dan Crenshaw makes a good point. Trade school has better cost per benefit. Better to go to trade school and get a good job paying. Yes. So 90K in gender economics isn't going to pay out. No. It's these idiots. You know where they end up working? They either end up writing articles for fucking places like Vox and Kotaku and other places, or they end up teaching. And they don't last very long in there because AOC of Applebee's. Yeah, it's stupid. Now, when it comes to the VA, them wanting to help out the VA and alleviate some stress on the VA by allowing them to discipline, hire, and fire a little easier, I'm all for that. Your work ethic, your labor, your hard work should be rewarded. And in turn, if you're shitty at your job, you should be fired. She got a degree in economics. Economics of what? Stupidity? Because that degree isn't helping. She doesn't understand fucking basic economics. She obviously was too busy not paying attention in class, dancing on roofs and getting plowed by fucking black dudes that she missed a lot of classes. I would love to see her transcripts. Her degree is in international relations and economics, but she doesn't understand international politics or economics. No, she doesn't understand either of them because, again, she was too busy dancing on rooftops and getting plowed and getting drunk. Oh, man. So, well, let's move on. This is going to take up a huge chunk of things. Yeah, you know what? We're going to do this first. This is very short, and I got to be very smart and very fast about this because I will get slapped with it. So, pardon the pauses, but I got to make sure I'm under the fair use of fall.
Unwanted guest at Coachella this year, herpes. We actually spoke to the honchos over at Herp Alert, which is an online diagnosis and treatment website for the STD.
Herp Alert. So not only if you go to Coachella this year, did you have the risk and high risk chance of getting herpes from that fucking skeevy ass person you were banging in the dirt, but yeah, you get to wear flowers in your hair as you get your herpes.
And they said they saw a massive spike in the STD 2 days after Coachella weekend 1. We're told that normally they see about 12 patients.
How many people? Okay. How many patients do you think they saw? How many patients do you think they saw after the first weekend of Coachella? For herpes, guys. For herpes. At least 100, okay? 100. It's normally 12. I didn't go to Coachella. I'm good. How many people attend Coachella? A shit ton. 20, 30, 40,000 probably. But all right, I'm gonna start playing. I gotta get your guesses, guys. You gotta get your guesses in. How many people? 150. And that's how many. You think everyone at Coachella got herpes? 20,000 cases for reefer. Herp Alert. Are they meaning themselves? I guess so.
But the first weekend of Coachella, it spiked to 250 patients. And not
12 on average. After Coachella weekend 1, 250 cases of herpes.
even that. We're told even the surrounding areas of the festival also saw a spike.
So surrounding areas, bars, elsewhere, saw a spike. So that means that these diseased idiots who were rolling around in the mud and putting it in each other decided to go out and start interacting with the community.
And in total, for the first 2 weeks of Coachella...
Okay, so we had the, God damn it, we had the guess for the first weekend. How many after the whole week of the first week of Coachella? So that means from the Friday to the following Friday. Anyone wanna liberals bring disease like rats? Well, true. Who wants to guess it? While you're distracted at this thought wearing see-through with her booty cheeks hanging out, who wants to take a guess at the number after the first week? There was 250. I'm going to guess 700. I'm going to guess 700. 300 to 350. 10K. Damn. That means these fucking 12-year-olds were breeding like rats. 600. All right, 400. And while we're waiting for the guesses, if you guys want to support the channel, streamlabs.com/AGluck, at least double, so 500. And there's other ways down below, but that is the preferred method. 13% of Coachella attendees have 50% of genital herpes. That's, well.
They saw over 1,000 patients. So
in the first week, these fucking retards spread it to 1,000 people. You heard that right. 1,000 cases of the herpes. 1,000 cases. Now, mind you, not all these people at Coachella are from California. They come in. This is a major event for all those cool girls who want to be cool hipster hippies hanging out in the desert and being hot and dressing like thoughts. And then the dudes, wearing this motherfucker's wearing a beanie in Coachella. It's always hot there. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. But yes, 1,000 herpes cases. So what I would like to see and know is the number of people who didn't receive treatment, the number of people who took it back to, I don't know, their own countries, their own states, and continued to spread said disease.
if you went to Coachella this year and you had a little fun, you might want to get checked out for an...
Bitch, if you had a little fun, no. If you're out there spreading a disease, it's not the fun. Goddamn, your face doesn't move.
An unwanted friend.
Yes, it's just an unwanted friend, guys. No worries. No big deal. Spread the disease. It's no big deal. You might want to get checked out. So, the question. She got the herpes there. Yes, 100% correct. Because I don't know. Is herpes curable? It's treatable. But is it curable? Does it go away? The fun is what she calls her vagina. Yeah. Oh, that's her nickname for her vagina. Herpes sticks around for life? Oh, man. That's 1,000 people. That's 1,000 people. Fucking idiots. That's what you get, you fucking goofs. Move now. It's not just going to be us in this area that get it spread. It's going to be fucking you guys too. People come from all over the place. Holy shit. Oh. And you can pass it to your kids too. Oh, no risk of sterility or insanity or any other major chronic incurable disorders. Ooh. Wow. Over 1,000 reported cases. Reported. Ooh. You might not want to bang some random ass skis or some random ass dude at a festival when you don't know what they're carrying, and especially without protection. Yeah. Considering my previous degenerate lifestyle, I made sure to get tested regularly. Lots of people are smart enough to... I have herpes as pets. Holy shit. You met Honk Hill bringing the fire. He met Ashton Birdie at Coachella. So it is allegedly confirmed. Allegedly, we're just saying that for legal purposes. That Baked Alaska now has herpes, guys. That's why they want to stick together, so they don't have to worry about spreading it. All right. So, before we jump into the police situation out of Alabama, we're going to talk about, well, Frozen is going to bring us a news story. Well, and the reason why is, well, it's Canadian. It's a Canadian news story. It's out of good old Canada. And Frozen's the reporter. Frozen reporting live from CBC, Canadian Broadcast Service. What the system? Country? What the fuck is that stand for? It's public broadcast, whatever the fuck it is. Center. Yes. Frozen. What's going on over there in Canada?
Reported last week, it seemed believable. The Jewish owner of a Winnipeg cafe physically attacked her family's business, trashed and painted in anti-Semitic graffiti. It shocked the community and led to an outpouring of support, exactly the way you'd expect. But then...
But then things go sideways, as they generally do with these quote-unquote hate crimes. Quote-unquote hate crimes, guys. Now, a Jewish business was attacked, and they drew swastikas. The woman was actually assaulted in the business. And, well.
And today, it all got turned upside down. Police say the cafe owners staged the whole thing and have charged them with a crime.
Whoopsie doopsie. They staged it. Holy shit. Can you guys believe that? Someone staged a hoax anti-Semitic hate crime? Ooh.
As Cameron McIntosh tells us, even as the family sticks by its story, the community is in shock once again.
Did you fake the vandalism around this one?
We didn't.
But you were assaulted. You're assaulted and you look fine.
Because we don't joke about swastika on our walls.
They flatly deny it, insisting they are in fact victims of hate. Oksana Barent.
Oh, yeah? You know, when police do investigations, they find things out.
And her son Maxim, explaining themselves on...
That's a little too big of a little hat, by the way.
On CBC Radio, just after being charged along with Oksana's husband.
Dude, you're going on, well, you're going to be televised. You're going to be having to sit there in front of, the news. Why don't you cut your hair? Looks sweaty. Yes, looks like he's hiding something. Oh, no, this isn't believe all women thing. This is believe all hate crime. Believe all hate crime. Oh, she's tearing up, guys. She's tearing up. It makes it more believable.
Hours before for public mischief.
And this moment, somebody grabbed me.
She insists on last Thursday night she was alone inside her Winnipeg cafe when she was attacked. The cafe was also robbed and vandalized with anti-Semitic graffiti. The story caused an outpouring of sympathy and defiant denouncements of hate. Until today.
Uh-oh. What'd they find?
In the end, we found evidence of a crime. It just wasn't a hate crime.
The Canadian Mountie here with the little bit of the slap.
I'm hugely disappointed and frankly angry that this family has used hate and racism in such a disingenuous way.
It's not something that we do. It's against our Jewish law. It's against
graffiti.
Ah, shit.
Shocked the community.
Sorry, I hit the button.
Outpouring of support.
I was trying to pause.
Disingenuous way.
You got to hear this dude's voice. That was a guy talking. It wasn't the lady.
It's not something that we do. It's against our Jewish law. It's against our beliefs.
Ooh. I thought it was a lady talking the first time I watched this. Again, to listen to him preaching about Jewish law and beliefs.
Our Jewish law. It's against our beliefs.
Being trans is too, but you're still a woman who transitioned into a man.
Can find any evidence against anybody.
At first, some members.
So they couldn't find any evidence against anybody except for you. You dumbass. You get that, right? Huh?
Members of Winnipeg's Jewish community deemed it the most brazen local anti-Semitic attack in memory. Now, B'nai B'rith says if these allegations are true, it damages the entire community.
This is a betrayal of the community and a betrayal of also the police. It's a waste of time. And of course, people might roll their eyes at incidents in the future and think, oh, is it true or is it not?
If the charges are upheld by court, it's disgusting.
The cafe.
I like how he's trying to pedal around it, not stating that they're at fault, but saying if. Come on, man. I know you're in Canada and you want to be nice to everybody, but take a stance.
It had been up for sale, as is Oksana's home. Bernie Bellin writes for Winnipeg's Jewish Post and News. He says hate attacks involving assault are rare.
My first instinct was that this is terrible, but it doesn't have the normal hallmarks of an anti-Semitic incident.
But the
even the Jewish reporter dude telling you, anti-Semitic hate crimes don't generally happen this way, okay? All right. Yeah. Come on, man.
Barons insist they were targeted and say they're scared.
It's completely broke our family, our business, everything.
Meanwhile, an interfaith vigil that was planned for tomorrow night here at the cafe has been canceled, and a crowdfunding campaign that was set up to help support.
Of course there was a crowdfunding campaign. Of course there was.
The family has been taken down amid a lot of disappointment, confusion, and anger. Cameron McIntosh, CBC News, Winnipeg.
Now we're back to the studio with Frozen Nation. What do you have to say, Frozen?
You heard from Cam. One big worry is that if this was a stunt, it could undermine support for real incidents. And the numbers show there are lots of those. Hate crimes reported to police in Canada reached an all-time high in 2017. That's the latest year for which there's data. In total, there were nearly 2,100
Okay, you're going to watch this spike in incidents. And I'll tell you why I think it had a spike.
Incidents up a staggering 47%.
So, 2016. Well, that's when Canada decided that anything and everything, misgendering, etc., are hate crimes. Little curious that all of a sudden this normalized line, it had some growth, just spiked. You know why? Because you put in laws on your books that speech is hate.
From the year before. The two biggest motivators for that hate, race and religion. Attacks on Jewish people.
No one cares.
Top the list, accounting for 18% of all hate crimes. Attacks on Muslims.
No one cares even more.
A close second.
Well, maybe they shouldn't drive through Toronto in trucks of peace. Maybe. It won't piss people off. You know? Mm-hmm. And the breakdown is, let's see, 321 because they're black of hate crimes. But you're focusing on these goofballs. There's still 46 hate crimes because of being white. So, yeah. Well, I mean, didn't mean to show herpes incarnate again. So yeah, if you perpetrate a false hate crime, be prepared to be caught. People are looking at this shit a lot more. They're looking at these things a lot closer. Yes, they'll blame Trump for it. Of course they will. There'll be some sort of blame for it. It's all his fault. Around the world. Hate crimes are a fake penal violation made to tack on every time/penalty for any whites that commit crimes to give false panic for divide and conquer tactics. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think hate crimes don't exist in a lot of regards. I mean, shit happens, and if it's motivated by racism, so be it. That's what's going to happen. People are going to fucking get fed up. And you're going to start seeing more of this shit, well, in Canada at least, because of shit they've put on the books. More and more is going to be considered hate. A professor who misgenders someone can be faced with a hate crime now. So, You know, that 0.5%, they need their own laws, guys, because they're only 0.5%. So we got to make sure we get them up to, you know, full percent. We got to get them to a full percent. So let's stop looking at herpes incarnate, and we're going to look at Tuscaloosa police. Well, Alabama's had some incidents. I'm going to show you guys the footage. I want you guys to tell me what you think, and then we're going to see what is happening in the actual incident. So, I will be right back.
You know why I stopped you? The guy's been following you. Driver's license, proof of insurance. I'll tell you what, go on, step out. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Sir,
Are
please.
you serious?
Sir.
Have you lost your freaking mind?
Sir, please. Please.
Oh! 21, we're fighting. Give me your hand! Give me your hand before I break it off!
Okay, so far, what you've seen is this woman was pulled over. She was pulled over for a hit and run. She hit someone and ran. The cop attempts to not pull her, but she gets out of her vehicle. The cop attempts to cuff her. She pivots, and the reason for the takedown, he actually tells her in a very specific term that she did something stupid. Now, what is that something stupid? Wait for it.
Give me your hand! If you do not get your hand, there's that one. You did me. There you go. Start working. Give me your arm! Start working.
So he pulled his baton and hit her. Now, is that wrong? No, she was resisting arrest. Everyone wants to make it seem like the cops in the wrong here. The cops are on desk duty.
Give me your arm before I pop it.
He struck her once. One time.
Give me your wrist.
One time.
I don't care. You up. Cuff right here. Roll that way. Stay right there. Don't you move. Face. 21, 10, 4. Start medical this way. No. Shut your mouth! I don't give a Shut your mouth.
Now, She's not complying. She's still not complying. She had to be taken down after.
If you do anything other than what you're told to right now, I'm going to kick you in the teeth. Do you understand me? I am fed up.
So, the police chief is mad because of words they used and things like, I'm going to kick you in the teeth. He said that the use of force was within what they're trained to do.
No. If my glasses are damaged, you're being charged with criminal mischief.
Fucking. If you've scratched my fucking glasses, I'm gonna charge you with criminal mischief.
She's already being charged with assault too. She grabbed me by the balls and squeezed me.
She grabbed the cop by his balls. Grabbed him by the balls in the either the takedown or when he was trying to restrain her on the ground.
No, you're lucky I didn't put my gun in the back of your noggin and make you obey.
Now you'll understand why he said this in just a few seconds, because that could be conceived as a situation that is not a good look.
You're lucky that we restrained you. You understand me? When you grab this, I could have shot you. Do you understand me? Do you know how stupid you are?
That's right. She went for his baton. Now, she went for one of his weapons. Is it out of line for him to be pissed? No. What if she would have went for his gun? But CNN, all these other fucking retarded areas will obviously side with the victim. Not the cops, not the person she crashed into, but her. Because of why? I'm going to guess because, well, she's part black. And black crime doesn't matter. It's just about the response and the words, because they were mean at the end.
You got her ID? Yeah, it's in his car. Stand up. No. Stand up.
Thank you.
Whose car? I don't care.
So, that's the first little bit. Now, of course, there's going to be some spin, some narrative. You can't pull someone over. You can't arrest people who are, well, resisting. You can't use what means you need to when she goes for one of your weapons on your holster, your belt. You can't do that because it's a crime. Now we saw one angle, and some goofballs, of course, recorded it and sent it into news and elsewhere.
Sanders' video showing two officers then scuffling with her on the ground, one of them raising his baton.
That first whip was him pulling it out.
You can see him hitting her.
Hit her. One hit. That's all it was. Let's go over to this one, because this one is a little better.
Stunning new video released by Alabama police raising questions about a controversial arrest. Body cam footage shows 22-year-old Jasmine Shepard, who is black, in an apparent struggle with a white police.
Why? Does it matter? Was it because she was black that they were struggling? Was it because the cop was white? I don't think so. Maybe it's because she hit and ran. Maybe it's because she resisted arrest. Hey, goofy fuckface McRetard. Not everything is based on race. Of course, they're going to try to spin it that way, guys. We know what they want to do. CNN, home of great news. So great.
Police officer Shepard was stopped by police for leaving the scene of an accident, and this is
leaving the scene of an accident where she hit someone and then ran.
what happened after she was pulled over. A warning that you may find this video disturbing.
Trigger warning, guys. Trigger warning. You saw the footage. We're going to skip to fucking some goofballs interpretation.
Correspondent Nick Valencia has more details. So Nick, what is the police chief saying about it? Because the police chief...
So Dumbo, what can you tell us that the police chief is saying? Okay, Dumbo?
He was saying he's disgusted by what he saw.
Well, Jim, he said at first glance, watching this body cam footage, he thought the officer's actions were well within the department's use of force training.
The actions, so the strike, everything like that. Here's where it gets stupid.
It's when he went back and looked at it again, though, that he took exceptions with these officers' verbal threats after 22-year-old Jasmine Shepard was...
The verbal threats to try and get someone to comply is what really frustrated the police chief. Anyone want to take a guess about the police chief?
Already in custody. Now those two officers are on desk duty and facing disciplinary...
Oh, she was already in custody? No, maybe they're trying to teach retard McFucking bigger forehead than me that you don't fight the police. You fight it in court.
Reaction, the police chief calling these actions disgusting and embarrassing for the Tuscaloosa Police Department.
Oh, so disgusting.
Even
of course.
After the event is over and Ms. Shepard seated on the ground, I had a serious problem with the comments that they were making and the threats that they were making.
She just resisted arrest. Support your officers, you fucking goof. You said they were within their rights for using the baton. She did try to take the baton. Who gives a fuck what they say after the fact? Hey, I know I tried to grab your weapon, committed a hit and run, and tried to evade you and fight you, but you said some mean words to me. Exactly.
Because we don't teach our officers that. We don't train our officers to do those things. And so for me, that caused a lot of anger, a lot of frustration. I was disappointed in the officers.
How long has it been since you've been on the street? Not everything's all easy out there anymore. It never has really been. But the question becomes, how long has it been? Because now the police, it's white versus black. It's police versus black. It's police versus minority. Blah, 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 blah.
I was disgusted by what I saw, what I heard, and I was embarrassed by it because it does not reflect our core values here at the Tuscaloosa Police Department.
So you see how serious the local police chief there in Tuscaloosa is taking this. The officers say
he's taking their comments seriously. Words, guys. Mean words. The officer said mean things after they just could have been shot. And the dumb bitch could have, just stopped, got out, let him put the cuffs on her. Hey, you committed a hit and run. We're charging you with fleeing the scene of a crime. Period. No, she wanted to fight.
Say that Shepard tried to grab one of their collapsible batons. One of the officers was, in fact, grabbed by the genitals, according to the officer, during this arrest. Those two officers...
According to? How about we give the benefit of the doubt to the people who enforce our laws? It's not like he hit her more than once. He got her to comply after one strike. He didn't keep beating her. This isn't a fucking Rodney King situation, so stop trying to make it that way.
Though have been put on desk duty and are waiting disciplinary action, Jim.
Now CNN has also spoken to the woman involved here.
Of course they have.
What has she told us?
We did. Our national desk spoke to her yesterday by phone. She says she is beyond upset. She says she wasn't even treated like a human, but more...
Oh my God. You act like an animal in not complying with a request from an officer after you act like an animal fleeing the scene of your crash? What do you expect to be treated like? A fucking animal. Could be a white person. It could be a brown person. It could be fucking anyone. It does not have to do with your race.
More like an animal. She does admit that she did try to grab at the officers while she was being...
There you go. There you go. So it's not allegedly anymore, you fucking big-eared fucking goofball. It's, I did try to grab at them.
Taken into custody. But
oh, look at my bruise. Look at my cut. Look at the scuff on my head.
It was yesterday, though, however, that...
Clean money. Shanika, you shouldn't have resisted arrest.
She says that she doesn't...
Your 12 children would get to have their mom in the long run because you're going to get charged. She better get charged.
Believe the department was within their rights to...
What? You went for his baton. You grabbed the officer by the nuts.
Handle her the way they did.
Oh, what are they supposed to do? Okay, yeah, turn around, act a fool, run away, do stupid shit. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense in stupid people's minds who want to make it a race thing.
I was beaten by 2 police officers. I was unarmed.
You resisted arrest. Stupid. You're lucky your ass got the baton once. You're lucky you didn't get the taser or shot. You went for his baton. I understand you're stupid. I understand. You probably didn't graduate high school. Is that a race thing? No, that's because you're from fucking Alabama. Anyone watching from Alabama? I apologize, but, you know, lower IQs out there. Sorry. But you're a moron. You're a moron. You spell your name with an H. That shows how stupid you are. And your parents obviously didn't teach you, hey, don't resist arrest. Things go a lot easier if you don't resist arrest. Don't flee the scene of a fucking crime that you committed.
And I did everything they asked me.
Oh, did you? Did you? Did you? Did you? Because they have a body cam footage of you, you goofy fucking cunt.
Put your hands behind your back.
That right there is not doing everything they asked. Put your hands behind your back. And you rotate around. Are you doing everything they ask, you fucking retard?
To do. They know.
Oh, look how fast she went from crying to not crying. I know it's a cut. But this interview, I don't know how long it was, but I guarantee you it wasn't that long. I'm so sad to I'm not sad. Sad, not sad. Sad, not sad.
Like I did everything they asked me to do. They
No,
know
you
what they did
didn't.
was completely uncalled for.
No, they followed the procedure. Your ass is lucky you didn't end up with a bullet in you. I know it wouldn't kill you because you're fat as fuck. And that fat would absorb a lot of the impact. But you're lucky you didn't catch the club a few more times. Stop trying to make everything cops do to protect themselves, to protect citizens, to not beat the shit out of her after she went for their weapon. And because they said some bad, mean things after, I'll kick your teeth in if you move. Well, I mean, she did just flee. So God only knows if she tries to run. Oh, you're lucky I didn't shoot you because you went for my weapon. Well, that's a statement of fact. She is lucky.
And this ain't the end.
This ain't the end. You can't afford a lawyer. Your public defender isn't going to fucking file a lawsuit for you. Anyone who takes up this lawsuit deserves to get fucking punched in the dick or in the vag. Whatever. Cunt punt the bitch. If you take this lawsuit as an attorney, you're asking to lose. You are an ignorant idiot who evaded arrest. You also attempted to flee the scene of a hit and run. And then you decide that you want to scuffle with the cop. You think his body cam just fell off because you were complying? No, it wasn't. You goofy bitch.
Quickly here, Jim. Shepard was arrested for unarming a police officer, resisting arrest, and assault on a police officer. No word.
Wow. They didn't even charge her for the hit and run. Did they charge her for the criminal mischief? No. His glasses probably are okay. They look like Oakley's.
Yet on whether or not she's planning to sue the department or the city. She does, however, say that neither has reached out to them since the first.
Why? Why would the city apologize to her? Hey, dumb bitch. This is Tuscaloosa city calling you. Yeah, this is Police Chief McRetard. I don't support my police officers. Now, you getting your ass beat, no big deal. It was okay. You deserved that part of it. But I'm sorry for the mean words they said after the fact and them threatening to kick your teeth in. That's all you get from us. That's all you should get from us. You shouldn't even get that because you're dumb. You're dumb. You went for a cop's baton. Potentially could have went for his gun. Huh? You want to try this again? You want to rewind time and just take the cuffs? Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. There's one half of you that should know better. Since it's all about white and black shit, you're obviously not 100%. Half of you should understand you comply with the police. I'm not going to jump out of the car. If the cop tells me license and registration. If the cop pulls me over. I was pulled over not too long ago. You know what I did? I left my hands on the steering wheel. I acknowledge the officer. I wait for them to ask me to do something. License and registration. Cool. Here you go. Here's this. How fucking hard is that? Oh, you want me to get out of the car? I've actually been pulled out of a car before because it was super late. I was young. I was like 20. This isn't the same stop. I was pulled out. We had just gotten back from the movies, me and a bunch of buddies. I think I was 19. And the cops all, have you been drinking? I'm like, no, I don't drink. I'm not of age. And, well, he puts me through field sobriety. Do I fight him on it? No. Like, I haven't had a drink. And puts me through field sobriety, checks me, does all that shit. You know what he does? Hey, the reason I stopped you. You have a broken tail light. Or it was out. I'm going to write you a fix-it ticket. Go get that fixed. You know what that ticket cost me? Not as much as fucking going to jail. Not rocket science. You should have just stopped at the accident, handed off your insurance, been done with it, let the insurance deal with it. Oh, if you don't have insurance, well, then you give them your information. I'm stupid McCunt Jasmine with an H. I'm going to give you all my information, and then if they don't get what they need from you, they can sue you. Dum-dum. You don't resist arrest. You know what I didn't do when I got pulled over? Resist arrest. You know, cops probably don't see color, and I still got a ticket. He could have been nice and let me go because of my white privilege. I showed him the white privilege card, guys. I smiled. I was nice. I busted out that card that says I'm white. It's on my driver's license, white. And, well, I still got a ticket for having a busted taillight. You know what I did? I went and got it fixed, paid the fucking $20, $25, whatever the fuck it was, and got signed off. No. It is Jasmine with an H. Let's go back for anyone who missed this. No. Oh, Jahasmin. Jasmynn. Your parents were stupid. Your mom thought that's how you spelled Jasmine. All right? That just goes to show you're going to end up in situations that are stupid. Don't resist arrest. I don't care what skin color you are. Don't be a dick to cops. They already have a shitty job as it is and can get killed. Why are they doing it? For us? To protect us? The normies? The people who don't commit crimes? This is not rocket science, retard. I understand you're 22. You've probably had a lot of run-ins with the laws if you pull shit like this. Now, maybe learn. You learn now. Do not resist arrest. You get smacked with a baton if you get resist arrest. Yeah, you don't have to like cops, but they're there for you. As much as you may dislike them, they're there doing what you don't want to do. Dealing with shitty-ass people at any point in time can get shot and killed because they pulled someone over for a traffic violation. I respect what cops do. Is it because I'm white? No. I've been pulled over. I've had shitty runs in with bad cops. I've also had good experience with good cops. Yeah, they do have a duty. Protect and serve. It's actually part of the whole thing. The reason why they're there. Yeah. They're bad cops and stupid cops and bad situations. Yeah, whatever. That's why we have a court system. But in this incident, all you have to do is comply. All you have to do is comply. That's all it takes. They may be there to enforce laws, not to protect in a lot of regards, but you think an officer is not going to step up if he has to when a situation occurs? If someone starts brandishing a gun in a bank, and he has his sidearm on him, it's going to happen. I blew in .86, got a DUI. I didn't act like an asshole. The police drove me home after taking my license and giving me fines. There you go. DUI. You get what you give. You don't have to like them, but you don't need to be a dick. All you got to do. Yeah, the J is silent. I thought it's Jasmyn Shepard. But yeah, so don't be stupid. Don't resist arrest. So I figure we'll cut out there. I appreciate you guys for watching. Throw a like on the video. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe. If you aren't subscribed on DLive, subscribe on DLive because, hey, even if you don't use it, the benefit is it will notify you. It does better with notifications. Definitely hit the like button. Also, if you need anything from Target, the link is down below. I have an affiliate link with Target. Go buy your shit from there. Also, if you need a new battery case, tinyurl.com/AGluck Mophie for the world's #1 battery provider for cell phones and devices. Also, please go subscribe to Count Cucula. He's really close to 1,000. I think he might have even pushed over. And Blues Dolls. Also, don't forget to go check out the guys over at ROTC because, as you know, they're about to go live. I probably could sit here for hours on end for the simple fact that I just like talking. But I want to make sure you guys get a chance to go over there and watch those boyos. So go check them out. Thank you, guys.